Niven was a buddy to 1,000 Hollywood stars. He was a raconteur of elegance and sophistication with a snappy anecdote for any situation. He had a reputation as one of Hollywood's most notorious womanizers thanks to his relationships with leading actresses like Rita Hayworth and Merle Oberon, as well as his wingman and Lionel Barrymore. David Niven embodied the perfect standards of a dying breed of English gentleman in cinema. He was charming, well-mannered, and dressed with style. What was it, though, about this guy? Viewers assumed he was inebriated because of the way he slurred his speech, but the issue was much worse. Niven received a motor neuron disease diagnosis shortly after he was given a 2-year survival estimate, but the actor had been battling a different illness for years. It is based on a series of open interviews that were recorded just before he passed away. He had a sex addiction. At the age of 14, while on a summer vacation, he fell in love with an escort he had met at Piccadilly Circus. Since then, I've developed a sex addiction, he claimed. This infatuation endured throughout his perfect marriage to Primula Rollo, and then flared even more after her tragic death at the age of 28, which tormented him. I experienced a strange disease. I had to have sex. I think that was the only thing I could do to stop the pain and drinking, but I preferred making love. When I had to, I paid for it. I frequently didn't because so many actresses were eager to sleep with anyone who they believed could advance their careers. It's easy to feel envious of these women David Niven has dated. The ranking of your favorites should start with Grace Kelly and Ava Gardner, who most interestingly, long before Meghan Markle became our collective obsession, another royal commanded the spotlight. Princess Margaret, the younger sister of Queen Elizabeth, lived all of her life in the spotlight, a result of which she made every effort to stand out as much as she could. In 1960, Princess Margaret and the Earl of Snowdon were wed. When their marriage failed, it was said that both had a long history of infidelity. But Princess Margaret actually had relationships with a number of well-known figures, including actors Peter Sellers, Peter O'Toole, and David Niven. David Niven confessed everything on his deathbed. He shared a number of bizarre tales. They include tales of an affair with Princess Margaret and Jack Kennedy, who gave his wife an STD. But it didn't end there. Niven allegedly attempted suicide after his first wife's tragic accident. Yet so many of these assertions looked inconsistent with Niven's work. How is this possible? Click here to watch this video next.